Welcome back to a Year of Miracles. We are on lesson 351. I love, 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 love what this points to. Okay, so the declaration is, my sinless sister is my guide to peace. My sinful sister is my guide to pain. And which I choose to see, I will behold. Oh, that's so profound, right? So when we choose to see the other as sinful, wrong, grievances, and fear, etc., we are guiding ourselves to pain. We are guiding ourselves to suffering. So we go back to the very beginning when Sammy and I were talking about holding on to a hot coal, but only you get burned. You hold on to a hot coal with the intention of throwing it at someone. Anger is like holding on to a hot coal with the intention of throwing it at someone, but you're the one who's being burned. That's what this is saying. My sinful sister is my guide to pain. And I put sister, the text says brother. But when you choose to see sinlessness, my sinless sister is my guide to peace. That's what guides you to peace. Whichever one you choose is what you're going to see both in the outer world and also in the inner world. It's a choice. You're free. You're so free. You can choose pain and suffering through seeing the world as filled with sin. And you're so free to choose that you can choose something different. You can choose to see your sisters and brothers and the world as sinless, which is your path to peace, which is your guide to peace. Isn't that beautiful? So the prayer. Who is my sister but your holy child? And if I see her sinful, I proclaim myself a sinner, not a child of God, alone and friendless in a fearful world. Yet this perception is a choice I make and can relinquish. I can also see my sister sinless as your holy child, and with this choice, I see my sinlessness, my everlasting comforter and friend beside me, and my way secure and clear. Choose then for me, my God, through your voice, for you alone gives judgment in your name. Sammy?
Thank you, Karina. This, like, I notice in myself, like, now when I do that, um, and it's just so bizarre, isn't it? Because it's not deliberate. It's not that we're mean. It's not that we're horrible. It's not that we wish ill things on people or, think that they're, all of these things that aren't the truth of who they are. It's just programs. And it's just data. And when you can detach from the data, when you can detach from the stories, when you can detach from the emotions, you can then see the light of truth beyond the data. And this is just like they say, like Rumi says, gonna butcher this, like, but the pain or something is where the light enters, right? But it's not because you're meant to suffer in that pain, it's because you're meant to see it for what it really is, which is a story, which isn't truth. And then when you see it, the truth shines through. And so when we are judging our sisters or um seeing them through the lens of anything other than truth, that's not for them to need to change. It's for us to change. Nothing to change but self. And this is such a hard thing for the ego to grasp because the ego wants to blame. I talk about this so much in Inner Bloom, that this journey is about radical responsibility, and it is. But it's quote unquote has been perceived that it's so much easier to blame people outside of us because that's what we've been programmed to believe, right? Um, so again, this is just recognition of, like it says, that my sinless brother is, well, my sinless sister, daughter, whatever, is my guide to peace. My sinful is my guide to pain. That like, I couldn't have said it better myself. Like, I think for me, this has hit true. Like, this has hit a real, like, hit something deep within me, because the ego wants to still try and hold on to these little nuances that you might have with people that are really close to you, because it wants to keep the illusion of separation alive, right? And so that statement is, if I can see people as sinless, I can feel peace. There's it is so obvious. Isn't it so obvious? It's like, why did I not know that before? But isn't this wild? Why are we not taught this? There's just so many things that unravel as a result of you understanding this, if you allow yourself to. But what came through for me when Karina was talking is how powerful Inner Bloom really is, right? And this is a huge identity shift that I've gone through, because when I first built Inner Bloom, my ego thought that it was to save people, to help people. And now, as a result of the work that me and Karina have done through this course, I've realized it's not about saving people. It's about waking women up to the truth of who they really are. And that makes it so much more powerful, right? And you're all a part of that. This is not us healing and fixing the world. This is waking women up. That's so much more powerful. And so, yeah, it struck a chord. That was the word that I was looking for, in a huge way for me. Um, Before I go off on a tangent, I think I'm going to end there. But that's it from me on this one.
And I want to say to the people listening, ladies, I guarantee you, if you keep an eye on this space, keep an eye on everything moving forward, everything's going to change. I guarantee you, come back to this video a year from now, come back to this video, and you'll see where Sammy and I declared everything from this moment on is going to change. This platform, that shift in no longer needing to heal people or save people, but we have a purpose of helping others see the world the way that we see it. Huge shift. I have that feeling deep and like beyond my soul, and just that deep knowing that from here on everything's going to change, and you guys are a part of it, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to Sammy. I'm so grateful to you guys, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this um, unique and world-changing space of Inner Bloom. So thank you for being here and in a year of miracles, and we'll see you for the next lesson.